Alright, what's up everyone, Cubix here, and welcome back to a brand new video, and this is Q&A number 4. Enjoy! Alright, so the first question comes from Tutton, and he says, are you mad that I'm using Zalgo text? Yes, I'm very mad, but not quite as mad as Angry Cuber. The next question also comes from Tutton, and he asks too. He says, when do you think you will get 1,000 subscribers? I think in about a year sounds good, so probably August of 2021, I think I'll hit 1,000 subscribers. And then, when do you think I will get 7 million subscribers? You know, I think if everyone goes subscribe to Tutton right now, I think a couple days sounds good. So, yeah, that seems pretty nice. Everyone go subscribe to Tutton. The third question from Andrew Eisenberg says, Noise trophies. Could I beat you in a 5K? Depends on what speed you are, but probably not. My best 5K is a 17:04. I guess you can comment down below what yours is, and then we'll see who's faster. Then from Andrew Eisenberg, he asks, which is your favorite trophy? Here, I'll get that real quick. Alright, how do I fit this thing in frame? Oh, that's good. So, this is probably my favorite trophy. It was whenever our 9th grade team, we did a really big invitational. We held a really big invitational, and our 9th grade team won, so we got this trophy. You would have actually been there if you stayed in Carlisle. Alright, and then next, also from Andrew Eisenberg, he asks, will you do a review of the Speedcubers? Sadly no, because that already came out, and I feel like it's kind of late to do a review, and also it might be a really long video. What if I ate some bagels asks a few questions. He says, what's your favorite cube? Probably my Ghost Cube or my 9x9, because they're pretty cool to have. And then he asks, what if I eat some bagels? Then the world will end. Or you might just get fat. And then, when will you do the Many Cubers 1 Scramble? So I think you mean 1 Scramble Many Cubers. And that's already been out for a few weeks. Yeah, I know, this Q&A is kind of late. Next up from Edwin Anthony, he asks, what are your mains and your minors for Rubik's Cube? So my main Rubik's Cube is either the Volk Elite M or the Waylong WRM. I kind of switch between a few different ones, but those are most frequently my mains. And then my minors, probably my Diane Tanyan M, and yeah, probably my GTS 3M. Then he asks, what are your current averages for, what are your current average of 5 and 12 for 3x3? Average of 5, I mean current, I guess, probably 11 or 12 seconds, and then average of 12, anywhere from, probably around 12 seconds. Then, will you frequently average sub 10? I really hope to in the near future. Maybe in a few months I really hope to average sub 10 on 3x3. And then, thoughts on the Cuban community. So the Cuban community is a really, really great community. Everyone gets along. Everyone's Cubers, obviously, so they all have something great in common. And it's just so cool meeting new people in the Cuban community. Because no matter who you are, what speed, what gender, what ethnicity, what age, you're going to get along with other Cubers. And it's just so cool because we're really involving. So next up from Eli Gabret, he asks, are you excited for the Speedcubers documentary on Netflix in late July? Yes, I was very excited. Danny Zomor asks, is this a good question? Yeah, I'll give it to you. That's a pretty good question. Is this a bad question? Well, because you asked this question so many times, like this sort of question, yeah, it's a pretty bad question. Is this a mediocre question? Not quite as mediocre as Eli Gabret's mediocre stories. You should definitely watch them right now. What is the best 1x1 brand? Definitely homemade. Probably wooden or my paper 1x1. I'll get that real quick. So I'm gonna have to say this is the best 1x1, the paper 1x1 that I made. The turning is pretty smooth and fast. I definitely recommend it. Alright, the next question comes from Elijah Rett 2, and it's a pretty interesting question. He asks, if 6 is the 9th letter of the Egyptian alphabet, what color is the BMW that drove on Grove Street 4 hours and 36 minutes ago, 3 days after the Tomahawk event where 2 birds flew around the Teriyaki Stadium for 87 minutes straight? Well, whenever you ask this, 4 hours and 36 minutes ago was different than 4 hours and 36 minutes ago for me, so I'm afraid I can't answer this because I can't remember back at that time. Next up, AlexCuber65 asks, why does the pain never stop? Pain is inevitable. It will never end. Anyway, Joshua Rhett asks, how do you feel that I'm Eli's brother? I find it insulting that Eli has a brother. No, I'm just kidding. That was bad of me to say. Alright, next up, Angry Cuber asks, what is the speed of Dank? Well, sadly, it's not quite as fast as this guy, so I don't really know what to say. Danny Zomor asks, is this a cloned question? You're right. Now it is. Then Danny Zomor asks, is this a cloned question? Now it is. Alright, next up from Ala Dubat, what is your opinion on SVD's new method called Throx or Petrispot? I haven't really tried it much, but I saw his video on it, and then I saw Eli's video on it. Honestly, I feel like CFOP is better. I don't know if I'd switch to that Throx method, but I find it pretty cool. I think it's cool anytime someone makes a new method. Then what if I ate some bagels? Ask, what's your favorite cube? I thought I already answered this. It is the probably 9x9 or the ghost cube. Then he asks, what if I eat some bagels? Did he just repeat his questions? Alright, anyway, if you ate some bagels, you probably get fat. Yep. And then Mike O'Trees asks, what is your opinion on potatoes? Well, I think potatoes are very good. Actually, I think they're so nice that when I'm older, I want to get a tattoo of a potato on my belly button. That'd be pretty cool. Then he asks, what is your opinion on couch potatoes? I think they're lazy and they should get up and do something, but I think they also taste good. Alex Cuber65 says, what is a Rubik's Cube? Wrong answers only. Rubik's Cube is your mom. Ha! Beat that. So Spursh Alar says, was this comment marked as spam? Actually, it wasn't, surprisingly. And then Hyperplays360 Bro says, is the next question not, whatever, 103 times a Cuban question? So yeah, I calculated all of the amount of knots. I actually counted it myself, and it went 103 times. So if you didn't know, if you say not an odd amount of times, it means not. If you say an even, it means is it not, which means is it. So what he's saying is the next question not a Cuban question? And I'm going to say yes, the next question isn't a Cuban question. And then he asks, was this comment also marked as spam? No. But the next question is, will you vote me in the US 2040 election? In the US 2040 election? Depending on what his political beliefs are. But also, that wasn't a Cuban question, so I'm pretty sure I get a point. And then he asks, Eli Gabret also asks, who is luckier, me or Patat 250? I don't really know what to say. I mean, Eli Gabret has 9 letters in his name, and Patat 250 has 8. So 8 is the lucky 8 ball, so I think Patat 250 is luckier. And then he asks, explain Tutton in 8 words or less. Who is he in your opinion? Tutton is a weird dude that makes videos. Sorry about that, but I had to make it 8 words or less. Next question. This is also from Eli Gabret, and yeah, he has a long stream of questions, so I'm just gonna try to make this fast. So then Eli Gabret asks, sissy wiggy widgy picky hig she exclamau koeki? What? I'm confused. And then he asks something in Chinese or some Asian language. I'm not sure what he says. I didn't feel like putting it in Google Translate, so I don't know what to say for that either. Then he asks, Hazirda bu swali Caesar Hansi Dilda Verem? I don't know what that means either. Then he asks, will you become a member of the Zalgotex community? Never. I hate Zalgotex. And don't ask any questions in Zalgotex in the next QnA, or I will not answer your question. Then he asks, what is your opinion on BFB21? To be completely honest, I didn't watch it, so I don't really have an opinion. Doki Doki Literature Club or Yondir Simulator? I don't know what those are, so I can't answer that. Do you think Carrie Huang, Andrew Huang, Cuber, Andrew Huang, musician, or Michael Huang? I'd probably go with Andrew Huang, because he's a Cuber. Alright, then he asks, what do you think will happen when what if I ate bagels? What will be the future of humanity? What is up with this question? It keeps getting asked. So I think if he ate some bagels, he'd get fat. and then he'd take up too much space on this world, and so then people will just die and become extinct. So then he asked, is Tutton really a Tutton? No. Is Patat 250 really a patat, which means potato in French? If he is, then he sounds delicious. Okay, that was really weird. Is Kevin Shank really a shank? No, but I do shank people. Then, is Derpy Cuber really derpy? Yeah, a little bit. A good bit, actually. Is Clumsy Cuber really clumsy? Well, if Clumsy Cuber has enough strength to cube as fast as she does, then I don't think she's that clumsy. Hence, the name does not make sense. Do you hate clickbait? I hate when people use it on me, because then I click the video for no reason, and it's just like, why did I click on this? But I mean, I kind of like using it, because then it gets more views. In 10 words or less, what do you want to accomplish? I really want to accomplish life. Yep, that's what I want to accomplish in 10 words or less. In 3 words or less, what is the meaning of life? Meaning of life is not being dead. Literally. How do you feel about me asking this many questions and potentially extending your watch time, which makes YouTube suggest your content more, and you will land on the recommended page, which is all part of my plan to start gaining traction again, because if you are on the recommended section, then that means that there will be a higher chance people will watch your content and subscribe to your channel and share your videos to other people, which will make them watch and subscribe and do the same thing over and over again, and if they do that at a faster pace than me, you will eventually hit 1K before I do. Well, I think it'd be great if I hit 1K before you do, so I definitely think that that'd be really good. Why am I asking you a question on Discord? Because I posted a link to my last QnA on there, so then you asked me that question there. Philip the Cuber says, can you answer this question? Sorry Village says, all WCA mains and PBs. And here's a good time to leave off the video, because that video will come out probably near the end of 2020, and it'll say all my mains and PBs, plus a video of my cube collection, so stay tuned for that at the end of 2020. Alright, so that's going to have to be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to ask questions for Q&A number 5 down in the comments below, and I will try to answer every single question that I get. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.